Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. We have the Mana Golgari right here. This is going to be a Golgari ramp counters Stompy demon combo off of the rip right here. A little bit of everything that really puts in damage on it. We ended up with our final version of this, let me tell you. We went like 9-2. We actually got a 6-banger off of it. We got 6 wins in a row. So heck of a deck right here. The main thing that I want to tell you though is that it comes to us from our dear friend of the channel, Mana Man on YouTube. Please check out his channel. I'm going to link his stuff right down below. I really do appreciate it. I saw this on his Twitter and I said, this looks like it's right up my alley. So I've adopted my own version. I've ripped it up and changed a few things around, but the core concept comes to us from our good pal Mana Man. So before we get down to it, I need you to do something for me, which is of course tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're gonna get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. So please go ahead and do that. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. Either one, hit the bell. You'll be notified when we go live or post anything new. Be great to see you. Both those locations down in the description. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, poster decks, anything that you want. Ask questions is going to be in the Discord. And, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, or you want to see Mana Man's original version, I'm going to link those both down below. So, what are we talking about here? Well, there's a little bit of a trick here, and frankly, I am kind of the mind that Duress kind of needs to be in every deck now. Duress is so useful nowadays because you can really pull out somebody's win con. People really don't like getting turn 1 Duress. There's some really essential non-creature, non-land cards that are really messing things up, and you can rip them out. So we're going to do a splish splash of discard on this one, with featuring Duress and a little bit of Momentum Breaker as well. Just a touch, just to get the edge and to make sure that they don't have their key cards. Now, I talked a little bit about ramp. We're going to go with full 4 Llanowar Elves right here. I have the anime version. Don't make fun of me for it. 1 green, 1/1, add 1 classic ramper right there. We want to get out quickly as possible, guys. Turn 4 is when the game, the way that standard is now, turn 4, you either have to have your win con or be headed into your win con. We're none of this turn 8 game stuff anymore, man. We need to move fast. We need to move furious. 1 green. Right here we have the Paw Patch Recruit. Again, if we're pumping with 1/1 counters, this is going to be kind of a critical card. 1 green, 2/1, Offspring 2. With Trample. The Trample's going to come in handy as we pump this later on, because this is going to get pumped pretty big. It's going to be a big workhorse right here. Of course, the Offspring, you can pay the extra 2, and it comes in with a little bonus guy right there. Little bonus buddy, that's another 1/1. And it punishes people for playing targeted cards on your cards, because other people get pumped as well as we go. So those are going to be our 1-drops. So all these 1/1 counters, this is what we're kind of manipulating here, is going to be 1/1 counters here. Paw Patch is going to help that. One of the biggest ones is going to be Demon Wall. Demon Wall is a very good card to put in counters decks, and I'll tell you why. He's a 2-drop 3/3 Defender Menace. Good early blocker, even against Mono Red. Good early blocker on turn 2. 1 black and 1, Demon Wall. He is exactly what he is. He's an artifact creature who is a Demon Wall. He has Defender and Menace. He cannot attack. As long as this creature has a counter on him, it can attack, though it didn't have Defender. Later in the game, meaning as 6, 1 black and 2, you can put a counter in him manually. But guess what? We have all of these options to forcefully put counters on him. Innkeeper's Talent, Hollow Merc Siege, all this stuff. Well, not Hollow Merc, but all these things, Innkeepers and Paw Patch and Ouroborite, all put counters on him, meaning that you're basically getting a 3/3 Menace for very cheap, as long as you combo him off with the other things that you're doing. So we actually really like that piece right there. It's a really good way to use him effectively. As far as removal goes, I'm going to go with 3 Bitter Triumphs, 2 Momentum Breakers as prescribed by Mr. Mana Man. Again, this can be used as a forced discard or a forced sacrifice. The biggest issue I had with this deck, I felt like it didn't have enough removal, and I want to take a word about the sideboard. Certainly you can do Shoot the Sheriff. Strategic Betrayal is not a bad idea in case you want to get rid of those exile, those forced sacrifice, and get rid of people's graveyards as well. Maelstrom Pulse, consider it if they're going wide with a lot of different tokens. That's not a bad one to swap in. Also, big shout out to Assassin's Trophy. Actually, I think Assassin's Trophy might be the better choice. If you wanted to shove another removal in there, I'd probably more than anything recommend Assassin's Trophy because it destroys any permanent, which can destroy Pinnacle Star Cage, it can destroy a artifact, enchantment, whatever we need, or a creature that is being very pesky as it goes. So that is going to be a good removal there. So the other stuff that we have, aside from Momentum Breaker and Note, we have Rock Curse, Rakshasa. We're going to just go 2 of these. We want to save him. We want to make him use so we can trigger off the Annex. That is really what we want, the gain and drain and the extra card draw to make sure that we get a steady flow on there. Keep his Trample. I don't ever really want to attack with him unless I need his Renew alternative and I want to rot up everybody right there. I want him to get pumped up huge so that when he goes in with a Trample, he's knocking people out. 1 black and 1. He's a 5/5, can't block because he's decayed. He also spreads the rot to other people. He decays everyone else. Exile this card from your graveyard, put a decay counter on each of X target creatures, activate only as a sorcery right there. So we can decay people, meaning that they cannot block, and if they attack, they get rotted away. They get the decayed status. So great trampler as we go on into the game. Now, as far as putting 1/1 counters, here's another great options. We have Innkeeper's Talent, 1 green and 1 at the beginning of your combat on your turn. Put a 1/1 counter on creature you control. This is super good for Warden of the Grove or Boroid. Both of those are going to super benefit from getting pumped. Then, of course, you have a little bit of protection here. You play 1 green, you put Ward 1 on it, very good. And you double the amount of counters as you go. If you play 1 green and 3, as you go into the game, putting double the amount of counters instead. Extremely powerful, especially Ouroboros. If they would put 5 on everyone, they get 10. That's crazy. It's going to knock people out if you do the high-end Scavenger's Talent. Last down here, we have Hollowmoke Siege and Scavenger's Ooze. Scavenger's Ooze, another great way of eliminating cards in people's graveyard and gaining life. Also pumping up with the +1/+1 and getting more plumper and plumper and plumper. So anti-reanimator tech that you can play at any time and get 1/1s and gain some life off of it and keep going. And of course, it's going to get the benefits of Hollowmoke Siege, which is another great card right here for card draw. 1 black and 1 green Golgari. You choose Sultai or Abzan. Sultai white, Abzan blue. Doesn't really matter the colors, but I'm just letting you know. Sultai, whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. It only triggers once each turn. So now you're talking about if you have Innkeeper's Talent and Hollowmoke, or even Ouroboros or Warden of the Grove or Paw Patch, anytime, or Ooze even, anytime that anybody gets a 1/1 counter, guess what? You're going to get to draw an extra card on there. Combined with the Annex card draw, you're going to be keeping a pretty steady flow in there. And if you choose the Abzan, whenever you attack, you put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature, and it gains Menace until the end of turn. That can be super effective at delivering the payload. You have a big stompy creature, and they only have 1 block. They only have 1 chump blocker. Guess what? Menace, they can't stop it. Very cool stuff right there. So that's what I like. That's a good one. Warden of the Grove. If you wanted to do 3 of these, wouldn't be upset at you, man. As a matter of fact, I'll click 1 more there. We're going to go 61 cards. Why don't you ask me in the comments why I do 61 cards? I get that comment every single day. Jay, how come you have 61? It's a secret. 1 green and 2/2 Hydra at the beginning of your end step. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever another creature you control enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. So what you want on the curve here is you want to go from Warden to Ouroboros. You want to have Warden get big, because at the end of its turn, it's going to get 1/1, and that means when Ouroboros comes in, it's going to come in already jacked full of counters. This is the 1-2 combo that you really want to run here, because if you can get this to have 4 counters on it, this comes in with 4, and then that puts 4 on everyone else, and you get a cascading effect down the line of huge stompiness. Is what we want right there. So absolutely goated card right there. Even stuff like Rot Curse, like even having a lot of counters on Warden and coming in with like a Rot Curse and making it a 9 trample. It's a lot of damage to do. That's a lot of pain to put down. Unholy Annex is going to be your gain and drain for your demon effects here. We do have demons. They are very useful for what we're doing, by the way. We're not shoving in demons there just to have them, where they're actually very useful. 1 black and 2, the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a demon, they lose and you gain, otherwise you just lose. It's worth it. It's frankly a flat upgrade to Phyrexian Arena, in my opinion. So yeah, I really like this one. We have enough demons to make it worth it, and it comes built in with its own demon with Ritual Chamber. 2 black and 3 whenever you unlock this door. Create a 6/6 flying black creature black demon creature token with flying. Couldn't get it out there. So that is a great one for Ritual Chamber as it goes. Then we're going to finish off with the Pièce de Resistance. This guy, if you are ever playing green, okay, if ever you want to play green in a deck, craft Ouroborite. It's worth the mythic rares. Okay, it's probably one of the better stompy green cards out there right now. 2 green and 2 1/3 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put an X/1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. It starts at 1 and it's going to get planetary size. You see how in this you can see it going into the atmosphere, how this giant plant worm is so big. That's what's going to happen, because the bigger it gets, it's exponential. It gets to 2, then it gets to 4, etc. and so forth. Now, if you can pump it using Innkeeper's Talent and everything else that you're doing in Warden of the Grove, you're going to be, all your creatures are going to be swinging in for like 20/20. It's going to be wild. It is an amazing card. 1/3 at the beginning of combat in your turn. Pump. Insanely good. So that is what we're looking at for the Managolda right there. 7 swamps, 5 forests, 4 blooming marshes. Restless Cottage actually came in pretty clutch a couple of times. I'm going to go for 2 of those. Wastewood Verge right there. You need the greens. And then Soulstone Sanctuary, of course, the reason is it does hit off the annex in case you need to do that right there. This is not traditional standard. It's just regular standard. 23 creatures from demons, worms, warriors, oozes, hydras, plants, everything there. 3 instants, 2 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 10 enchantments, 23 lands, and a 2.7. We are ramping pretty good here. This curve right here is honestly thrown off. Proud about the basic, the same amount of split between black and green as it goes, so you don't need to divvy that up too much. You could even it out. Doesn't really matter. The black cards are good. The reason that curve is so high, Unholy Annex is skewering it. It counts Unholy Annex as the 5 or the 7 average on the total card number, so you don't really need that much mana, because we count this as a 3 and it curves pretty good. Most of the stuff here is going to be a 2 drops or 3 drops, and of course we have mana gain on the 1, so that is what we're looking at. Duress, we already talked about the sideboard. A little bit extra duress in case you want it. We could go on that, but it's more removal and more stuff. We've got to talk about Heritage Reclamation. That's another great way of getting rid of artifacts, enchantments, or exiling. It's just a full-on anti-meta card from Tarkir. Get rid of stuff for Reanimator, destroy enchantment, destroy stuff. Really, really good card for your sideboard. Broodguard Elite, I kind of wanted to try, and I could recommend it, because you can do something real silly with this. If you warp him in for X, so you basically play 1 green and X, you're able to play 5. Whenever this creature leaves the battlefield, put its counters on another creature. So you could come in with 5/5 on it, and then drop those 5/5 on Ouroborite, which is pretty silly. You could do that on anything. So it's basically a way to manually pump something and then later play him as a big creature. So I had a couple silly ideas with him. I thought he might be a cool one to throw in there just to EOE it up a little bit more. Thanks to Mana Man. Link's going to be in the description. Hope you like this one, guy. Let's get into it. Let's get into some games. We're climbing back up. Mythic rank right now. Let's go into it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Here we go. That was funny. My buddy Solo, he'd come in. We'd be at the shop. And he'd do that. He'd be like, "Nerds. Oh, look at this. Look at all these nerds here." And we'd be like, "Hey, Solo, did you bring your fucking character?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I have my halfling bard." That was always funny. Hey, what's up, Aaron Cook? He had a halfling. He had a great character. He had a halfling bard in one of our campaigns, and it was a female, and she was like a punk rocker because he was like super into punk music, and she was like a punk halfling bard. He was a funny guy. He was just not a guy you would expect to play D&D. Gains Menace. Let's do the Menace one. Let's do Rakshasa. Let's do that. Wabango. You graduated high school in 19. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, Lord Sephiroth? Wabango. The Wabango Tango. You guys can't forget about the Wabango Tango. He's ramping here. There's no game sounds? Oh, thank you. Yeah, that didn't get turned on. That didn't get turned on. I gotta turn it on. Warden of the Grove. Let's do Hollowmerk Siege. Whenever you put a 1/1. Let's push them all in. Boom. I have a feeling I'm going to get board wiped here. Something bad's going to happen. F.U. Lewis, how you doing, man? I ain't seen you in a while. Doppelgang, 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 doppelgang. Draw. He gets the doppelgang a little bit. I think I'm still gonna kill him here. Yeah, no, he's dead. Doesn't matter. Because you gotta remember I can just do this. They're rotten now. He gets to draw a card, but with no mana. We just get to finish him off with a brushload of smite there. Yep. You thought he had me there. You forgot about the demon, though. Nice. Good stuff. We're going to go to Trex's. Trex's is vastly more complex, I think. This is a lot bigger high-end. Every game we get this in our fucking hand, man. Every game we get fucking Restless Cottage. How many we have? We have one of them in there, and we get it in every fucking game. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why that's fucking happening. We're gonna have to fucking take it out. Now we actually have kill cards. Okay. So we'll put you down. Do no attack. We'll cast you. Might get Spell Pierced here early on. No. No, he's saying, Trex, he was saying the opposite. I understood it as him saying, You made a deck with too many good cards, I have to J it up and put bad cards in it. That's what I understood him to be saying. Is that, oh, if that's a Trex deck, there's all good cards in it, you might have to add some bad ones to J-ify it. That's how at least I got it. Maybe I'm wrong. Unsummon, very nice. Very good use there. I'm the one notorious for using bad cards. Jeez, if anyone's known for trying to make horrible cards work, it's me. That's like a staple of my thing. What I do. Play bad cards. Let me see what cards you have in your hand. Speaking of bad cards. He's going to Spell Pierce it. Why not? Yeah, I had mana. Spell Pierce isn't going to work. What do they mean? Mason, what do the numbers mean? The numbers. What do they mean, Mason? Orbs. Orbs McGorbs here. Who do we want? Lumen Class, Hard Light Containment. Hull Carver's OG, so we're going to get him. Yeah, I have no idea what King of Krads is doing over there. Oh, track the white decks? Oh, that makes sense. I think every deck has been a white deck. There's white. There's generally some white in every deck that I play against. That's generally like almost an opening move is to... Oh, assemble the players. The poor man's collected company, if you will. Do this. Boom. Well, that doesn't count. He's just doing 14 now. Green. Lava Spur. Let's do this. Let's get in there. Let's get in the mix here. Let's get in the bridge mix. Edge Rover. Bango. Joel, that's why they call him Joel LeBlow, because he LeBlows through one game a minute. Alright, if I can get a mana here, I can Ouroboros it up real spicy like. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the fucking stuff right there. Yeah, real spicy like. We both get a lander. Scopernicus. Honestly, that was a spite duress for Ugin right there, man. I didn't even need to really get rid of Ugin. I just don't like him. There we go. There we go. Check my DMs. Oh, did you find that one? Did you make it? That's pretty good. Ugin. Honestly, Ugin as a card, he's one I have a lot of feelings on, because Ugin as a character is actually pretty cool. Ugin as a card is like the worst thing that's ever happened. I don't mind Ugin as a character. Like Jace, I don't really ever like his Planeswalker, and I also don't ever really like his cards. Ugin, he can have cool cards. I mean, cool moments in the story. But I've just never liked him as a Planeswalker either. Like, strat bet. Okay, so this is probably bounce. Yeah, this is bounce. This is ultra bounce. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Eugene, Oregon. He's gonna cryogen me up right there. Then he's gonna kill somebody else. Boom. Let's do this. Demon Rocket, let's push in there. Wabango. Canceled that. DK Tiger Cat. Pinnacle Star Cage. Naturally. We put that down. We do another one of them. Wabango. We're going to need that enchantment and or creature destruction. Definitely. Definitely going to need that. He's probably got a forced sacrifice in his hand if I was him. Yeah. That's okay. We're perfectly fine keeping him on the level here. Because there's Demon Wall. And after all, you're my Demon Wall. Using a burrow. Exile, we get to draw. Exile, we get to draw. So we're going to do this. Do that one. Do this. What do you got there? Yeah, you don't need a lot of this, gang. I'm gonna keep it real with you, gang. You don't need a lot of this shit. You certainly don't need the fucking... Can you cast the end? Yeah, you don't need the fuck... Season of the... Yeah, you don't need that. Let's see what he does. Boom. Who's he gonna bounce back? Pinnacle Star Cage or the Cryogen? Okay. Probably the Forced Sacrifice. Strategic Betrayal. We'll do that one. Cryogen again. Alright, we just need to not hit a mana here. That's pretty good. Push you in. Look at the raw amount of fucking ante that this fucking guy has. This is a traumatized fucking player here, man. This guy got fucking too much shit played at him at one time. He got way too much shit played against him. He traumatized now. He got fucking... He is so anti. There's Liliana. Oof. Each player chooses 2 and sacrifices. I'm sure he's going to do that one, yeah.
No way. Ooh, timed necromancy is a lot like chucking turnips.
Ooh, that sucks. 9. We'll go in for 9. We got way too much mana. There's fucking 11. I'm sure he's got 50,000 fucking things here. A Granosaur. Yeah, a Granosaur is a great great card. Great stuff. $35, Crouching Relic. Create a black zombie token. Duress.
You get used to the smell.
Yeah, this man. Somebody hurt this man. Somebody hurt this man real bad. He is so fucking anti. He is so fucking anti. Hey, what's up, bro? Sub-Zero. Alright, let's check the score right here. For whatever load. Evil gang, evil gang. Alright, let's do that. Bloomin' Onion. Good curve here. Nice curve. I like when it curves out nicely. Let's try that. Oof. Yeah, I don't fucking care. There's Ouroborite. Restless Kite is slowing us the fuck down again. Evil gang. Evil gang, evil gang, evil gang, evil gang. Ooh, Westwood Verge. Ouroborite. That's what we needed right there. Poof, boff, chicka chop. But doo wop. Cheerio. But doo wop. Chicka chop. How you doing, Gypticus? 9 Scar. Welcome, 9 Scar. What does this do? Look at that many cards. Blah, 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 blah. You can swing in. Any cards, you may put one in your hand, and anyone will know there's a bad of tap. No blocks. Bango. Tango. Side quest. Raise a Chocobo. He's dead. He's got a block. Bang, bang. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, Demon Annex. Keep people in the basement. It's called a Demon Annex. Finally unlock some mythics to put to nuke. Oh, you were playing Nova Dragons without Tanu? I'm surprised nobody mentioned my fucking me screaming at Sheltered by Ghosts yesterday. When somebody said that's the most I've ever heard you swear. Boom. Boom. Maybe he'll do Shelter and I can hit it with Momentum. Maybe. Starfield Shepherd now, okay. Let's do this. Innkeeper's Talent, that's very useful. So next turn we'll do Momentum Breaker and Innkeeper's Talent. If he doesn't kill me here. Nova Dragon actually is a very nice... I mean, if we're talking about aggressive cards, Nova Dragon being able to fucking... A 4 haste is, like, really good. Regardless of anything else you have going on. So let's do this. Yeah, that's the stuff. We got a counterspell? No, we don't. Swingo. Bingo. Let's get that Boyd out here. Boom. There we go. Is this gonna be? Is he trying to do a life gain? A Sol bad guy? Sol Epstein? Sol Epheim? Thank you for following Fire Girl Knight. 9 Scar, by the way, welcome to the show. Is he gonna wipe here? I think he's gonna wipe. Come on, do it, man. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get away, Glamour. So let's do this. Whoops. There you go. Let's do this. We're gonna pump. Pump. Get that extra one. Lose that life right there. Evil gang, evil gang, evil gang, evil gang. Ooh, anti-causal vestige. Charming Prince. Okay. Return it to the battlefield. Ooh, good one. He gets anti-causal, flips it. He gets the power. He gets that. Quantum Riddler. And he gets to return that. Cool combo. Cool combo. I like it. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do Boyd? Yeah. I do. Let's do no attacks. More mana. As long as he doesn't have a shitload of removal, we're fine, I think. Because I think we can muscle him out here. We'll see. Always Orbo. Good advice, Mars. Good advice, Mars. Get away, Glamour. I think you got rid of the wrong thing here. Quantum Riddler. Can spam another guy out. go in. Again, we're hitting no removals. I don't know what's up with that, but we're just not hitting removals. This is not happening. Which kind of sucks. Hey, there's one. Alright, 16 damage. He can do 11 and 2. We'll push that in there. Okay. Bitter triumph. Oh, he says good game. He says it's over with. It's done. You're fucking cooked, Jay. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what happened. You're cooked. It's done. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. He told me it's over with. I drew way too much mana here, by the way. This is a bit of a flood. I drew 19 cards, and one, that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 19, 10 cards were fucking, were fucked up there. That's not right. Okay, he does that. Pinnacle Star Cage. Ooh. Nice. Is he going to full attack me here? No, he's not. Alright, we really need to draw mana. We really need to draw a removal. We did not draw a removal. So we're going to say... Activate... No. Activate ability. Put twice that many instead. No trample. So... Alright, let's do this right here. Let's do this right here, boys. Boom, boom. My man was 100% sure he had this. 1,000% sure he had it. He said, I got this in the bag. Don't even worry. He good gamed me. He good gamed me, and that was that. Oh, hey, Silent Snow. How you doing? I know. You saw Mars saw it too, man. Hey, Run Crook, did I say hi to you? Welcome. It's in 59 months. That means that I met you in September? Holy shit. 5 years. 5 years of knowing a certain Snow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I forget how annoying an OP black hurts me than a lot of gold lines. I guess so. I don't know. I just black is just it's default to me, man. It's default. It's home. How did I meet you in September? I swear it was October. I swear it was Christmas time. I go first. Let's put down green. We got no early plays. Snow, you were zonked out. You couldn't have been more zonked, Snow. He's gonna play a removal on that, I think. I know you were cooked, Snow. You were exhausted and had a fucking drink on top of it. Yeah, that's beyond zonked. Beyond the valley of the zonked. Alright, I need a mana here. Llanowar Elves will have to do. And we're going to grab that. Let's see what you got in your pretty little hand of yours there. Oh, let's get rid of a Phyrexian Arena. You don't need that. Okay. Sheltered. Sheltered my beltered. Boom. Paw Patch Recruit, but we have to put down... We have to put down that, unfortunately. There's the fucking thing. We're going to take the mana. We're going to take the life hit here. Bungle Fortitude. Pop, pop, Duress. this. Rankle's Prankle. Put you down. Pseudo attacks. Llanowar Elves. Boom. Target opponent discards 2 cards. That's fine. Or a Boroid. Boom. Scavenger Ooze. Bang. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I feel like this summer went really fast. I had a very busy summer. I had a lot of crazy shit happen since like May. I'm kind of looking forward for it to be over with. It's been rough. It's been a rough year. I've usually vague about my personal life, but if you follow me enough, you know basically a lot of crazy shit has happened this year. If you... Math wins. J math wins, yeah. Oh, I didn't math that, I just guessed. I said, well, it should work, and we just let it fly. Then you just fucking let it fly. Boom. Let's put down Warden of the Grove and see if he counterspells me. I gotta pull him out of his hand, unfortunately. Oh, he's letting it happen. Okay, he's letting it happen. Oof, okay. He's touching his hand a lot. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna wait on Boroid. Because I feel like he's going to do something here. We're going to do Annex. I'm trying to draw out that fucking... I'm trying to bait out that counterspell. Or that removal. There we go. Boom. Boom. Okay. This is probably Singularity Rupture. Probably what it is. Take a look. Actually, you know what? Let's put this out. Try to bait out the counterspell. Yeah, there we go. Good. That's what we wanted. Go here. There we go. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my goodness. This guy is fucking insane, dude. Look at this fucking hand. Holy fuck, dude. God damn, man. Let's get rid of fucking 3 steps ahead. Fuck you, man. Holy fuck, man. Remember we were talking about traumatized ass people? My man is traumatized. Whoa. Oh my goodness. My man is beyond traumatized. He don't want nothing on the board, bro. He don't want fucking a thing. Nothing. Not a fucking thing on the board, man. He doesn't fucking want it. Okay, so he can wipe next turn. So we'll put down Restless Cottage. We'll do this. Boom. We'll go in for 1. Boom. Draw. Llanowar Elves again. Okay, what's he gonna run now? Gonna run some sort of wipe, naturally. I mean, what else is there? There's nothing else to fucking run aside from a wipe. Am I right? So we'll go in with Cottage. Let's get rid of fucking Deadly Cover Up. Boom. Boom. Let's put you down just so... Okay, there we go. Just so he has to play something against me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, bro, I'm generally... Look, listen, if you have one of these people in your life, man, I'm being serious here, man. Go do a wellness check on show here. If you have somebody like this, if you have somebody that's just running every board wipe in the game and counter spells, please check up on them, man. Tell them you're going to go out for a burger together. Or tell them we go out to get some ice cream, go to the park or something, man. Check on their health, man. Check on their mental health. Check on their well-being. A healthy mind doesn't want to play that. An emotionally balanced person doesn't want to play that. You have to have some real dark stuff inside. Okay? I want to put that out there. Check on your peoples, man. You know, check on your homies. Check on your bros. Make sure they're doing okay. Because you walk into the shop and you're like, hey, man, I want to play some Magic. You're like, sure. And this man puts down a deck of 60 board wipes. Some ain't right, bro. Some ain't right. Things aren't going well for him, man. He needs they're in a bad spot. Emotionally in a rough spot. So just take care of your people, man. It's rough out there. Okay, so let's put down the rabbit. Let's see if we can bait out the removal. Aaron Balake. There's the removal that we were looking for. At 86% Mythic, that miserable. Yeah, I know, man. It's wild, bro. Wild. Hey, what's up, Nitrogen? The Bustasaur. Okay, so let's do you. Burst Lightning. You. No attacks. Save for Almsy. Boom. Boom. Pop 'em. Ooh. Look at that guy. So we do this. We do that. Four. Boom. I think this guy is roasted. Pretty sure this guy is roasted right here, man. Yeah, he's roasted red peppers. Yeah, you're Mythic, dude. You're doing that out of spite. That kind of deck out of fucking spite, man. That's a spite match. Yeah, Ouroboros honestly might be the best new green, best new black card. All right, let's try to break it off, man. Let's try to break it off. Kemi, When you see the Yuna, you see the Yuna sleeves and the Yuna thing. These people are Yuna obsessed. Okay. You got to really watch the fuck out. You got to really watch out for the unit people. Shit. Okay, let's do Warden of the Grove. Yeah, it's a unit deck. I think we might be able to scale up in time, but I don't know. I don't know for sure if we can. Depends how much kill cards he has. Depends how much kill cards he has, bro. Oh, Zealot. Let's do this. I'm gonna pay 3 life. Fuck it. Fuck it, then why not? We're gonna do that. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Bango it. Okay. Could be a split up, could be a Pinnacle Stark. Now, could be a Pinnacle Star Cage, could be a split up. We're gonna see here. It's a Land of War. Okay. Let's do this then. Let's see you go wide. He's out of there. Alright. Alright. That works. That's the 6-banger right there, guys. It took us a little bit to get our version locked in from Mana Man, but we 100% are locked in now. I don't think that there's any doubting that we locked in on this one. It took a little bit, and it took a little tweaking to get to my playstyle, but it was very nice. Our version, tweaked, geeked, ended up 80% on the play, 64 overall, and this run, it's a pretty good run right now. That's going to be a 6-banger right there with a 2 on a 1. So if we go from the last modified, we're looking at an overall like a 8-1 or 8-2 perhaps. Not bad at all for Ouroboros nonsense. Give Mana Man a look, man. Mana Man, he is the hardest working man in show business, bro. Dude's been at it forever. He doesn't get the props that he deserves. I think a couple tweaks. I think a couple of movement additions here. You can actually really, really suddenly overwhelm people. You can really overpower people at a very, very fast rate. Yeah, so big shout out to Mana Man for that one. I do appreciate it.